Right, Al, thank you very much. Well, coming into these Olympic Games, the U.S. women's soccer team knew they had a tough road to gold ahead of them. In a heart-stopping and very frustrating final match last night against Norway, Mia Hamm's latch-ditch cross to Tiffany Milbrett allowed the U.S. to tie the game at 2 with only seconds left in regulation. But in sudden death overtime, Norway managed to score. A disappointment for the defending World Cup and Olympic champs, who nonetheless will come home with the silver. Big sigh, and as always, we are so thrilled to welcome the U.S. women's soccer team. Let's give them a big round of applause, everybody. You know, silver, I just want to say, is very in, if you all didn't know. How do you all feel? I mean, obviously, it's somewhat disappointing. On the other hand, you must be extremely proud of yourselves, Mia, for coming back home with a silver medal, too.
Well, I think this team persevered so much this year, and I think that game last night was a microcosm of what this team is all about. We never give up. We believe in each other, and we play for each other, and you know, I'm just so proud and honored to be a part of this team.
Brandi, you know, of course, we all remember that great performance when you ripped off your shirt, and there was so much excitement, and it really, I think, made girls soccer and soccer in general catch on fire in the United States. How are you feeling about the silver?
Well, I think Mia said it best. To be a part of this team is very special, and you know, it's hard to go down to Norway in a defeat like that, but we can all hold our heads up high knowing that we gave every single ounce of our heart and our soul. And we just know that at the end of the day, our families are proud of us, and hopefully everybody at home is too.
Tiffany, you're sort of the unsung heroine, if you will. You're responsible for both goals. You did that incredible goal with only seconds to go in the game. When you got that goal, did you realize that the game was almost over?
You have no idea. I think sometimes the minutes tick away, especially after 90 minutes. You never know when the game's going to be done. So I just, you know, jumped up there and hoped that the ball would go in the back of the net.
Yeah. Well, it must have been so exciting when you got that. Obviously, it was,
very
right?
Very exciting. Incredible. Very incredible.
What was it, or what is it you all about the Norwegians? I'm going to travel down here to Julie. What is it you think of the... Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. What is it about Norway? I know they've sort of been your nemesis. They beat you in the World Cup in 1995. What is it about their team that you think makes them so strong?
I think they have what we've been so successful out of all the years is this great mentality. You know, a great example is that we come back with 5 seconds left, and we kept saying when going into that overtime is we have them, and they came out again and again with such resilience. So I think what has made us so strong over the years makes them so strong, and this just unwillingness to lose, this mentality to fight and keep fighting, and you have to applaud them for their efforts. They played great.
I know you told me before the games that they had your number. Do you think there's some of that?
That was Carla.
Carla, you said before the games that they had your number. I mean, do you think that's part of it, that they really understand your strategy?
I think so, and I just think that every time both teams play, you know, we bring out the best in both teams.
Yeah.
And it's a battle, and we know that going into it every single time.
What was it like after the game? My daughter was there. I couldn't come, unfortunately, because I had to do the show last night. But she said it didn't seem like Norway really came up to the U.S. and that there was warm feelings between the teams, that they, you know, that you all sort of reached out to each other. Was that true?
We didn't know what happened. We were crying so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there were a lot of tears. But I mean, at the same time, they have been so gracious in defeat with us, and we said, you know, let's give them the respect they deserve. And we played a great game. We feel great about how we played, and sometimes the game's not so generous.
Meanwhile, let me just keep walking here. So, there you go. Mia, are we going to see you think, at another Olympics and in another World Cup? Oh, you don't need this mic. You've got one.
I'd love to, and I know a lot of the players on this team would love to. Representing your country is one of the most glorious things you could ever ask for, and I know on behalf of my team, I just want to thank all the athletes that came out and supported us last night. Marion, Jenny Thompson, softball, synchro, and everyone. They were incredible, and they really helped us out last night.
Well, you're real role models to so many kids across America and so many little girls, my daughter included. So I'd just like to say a big thank you to all of you. I think you're a terrific group and really wonderful role models. So thank you so much. Well, thanks so much. And thanks for coming by. Congratulations. On the silver, too. I think that's really important, too. All right, thanks. And still to come this morning on Today, a young man who came up with a gold in one of the newest sports here in Sydney, Taekwondo. And later, one of the most decorated American swimmers of the game. We're going to find out what's in Lenny Krazelberg's future. But first, these messages.